Why, hello there, scrubs, and welcome to another lesson in Dopefish's Dota 2 school. Today I will go over the map. As I said in the last lesson, this is the one and only map. This is the only level that you will be playing in this game. So, the level is divided in the middle by a river, and at the top we have one base, and at the bottom we have another base. And this setup right here is so important that if you take a look at the Dota 2 logo, that's exactly what it is, the river with the bases on the side. The top base over here is called the Dire. Dire, excuse my handwriting, and the base down here is called the Radiant. Yes, these are the two teams. Anyway, in each base you have an ancient, these two buildings right here. This is the most important building. If you lose this building right here, you lose the game. The goal of the game is to destroy the enemy's ancient. You also in your base have your well region, where you can stand to regenerate health. In the well there's also the primary shop, where you buy your items. I will go over items and all that stuff in a later episode. Going out from your base you have 3 lanes. One in the middle, one at the top, and of course one at the bottom. And this is where you will be spending most of your early game time, inside of these lanes. Anyway, in each lane you have 3 towers. There's one tower here, there's one tower here, and then there's one tower sort of in the base here. It's the same on the other side, one tower here, one tower here, and one tower here inside the base. It's the same for other lanes as well. They have their 3 towers, which you need to destroy in order to get inside the enemy base. Once you destroy the base towers, the ones that are in the base, these buildings right here become available for killing. These are called the barracks. There's one which is for melee creeps and one which is for range creeps. When you destroy the barracks, your creeps become stronger in that lane. So if you kill off these barracks, this lane up here will spawn stronger creeps. There's also 2 towers defending the ancient in each base. Right here. These are the last lines of defense. Once these go down, your ancient is vulnerable and will be attacked. You also need to destroy the towers in order. So you need to destroy the first tower first, then the second tower, and then the third tower, and then the 4th towers. You cannot go like sneak around here and attack this tower. If this tower is still alive, this tower will be invulnerable, so that won't work. Bottom and top lanes there are these shops here called the outposts. You can buy certain items in here. Instead of having to go back to your base to shop, you can buy certain items when you're in the lane. You can't buy everything here, but there are a few items you can buy here. The most important is the teleport scroll, the TP. You can buy one here. I'll go over TPs in a later episode, but bear in mind that you can buy TP in the side shop. It's very important to know this. There are also 2 additional shops, right here and right here, which are called the secret shops, which provide items which are only available here. You will need to go to these if you want to build a late game item. This large region over here, and this large region over here, which I haven't gone over, these are called the jungles. This is the Dire jungle. And this is the Radiant jungle. There are these little camps here which contain neutral creeps, which you can kill for gold and experience. They don't belong to anyone and they will be aggressive against any team. So even though this is the Radiant jungle, the Radiant can go down here and kill these creeps if they want to. Another important thing to know is the ancient creeps, or the strongest creeps. They're here. One on the Radiant side, of course, and one on the Dire side. The Dire side and the Radiant side, rather. These are really strong creeps which are magic immune. They have a lot of HP and they are kind of hard to kill, but they also give a lot of money. Anyway, there are runes that spawn here and here. Every 2 minutes, actually, every 2 minutes starting at 0, so 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. There will be a rune spawning, and it can be either at the top or the bottom. The runes give a huge advantage. I will go over them later in detail, but they are double damage, haste, invisibility, and illusions. So yes, you can become invisible if you take this rune. If you're sitting in mid, you take this rune, and then suddenly you're fucking invisible and you fucking sneak up here. And then BAM! You kill that nigger up there. It's brilliant. Anyway, Last detail on the map is Kongor. Wait, that's not what he's called in this game. He is called fucking Roshan. That's what he's called. Right here on the map is a huge ass boss creep, which is really hard to kill. If you kill him, you'll get a lot of gold and experience for the whole team. It's very valuable to kill him. You often need to have your whole team there to kill him though. He also drops a Aegis, which is basically an extra life. When you die while carrying the Aegis, you will respawn where you died after 5 seconds. So if you're fighting here in the middle, like 5 versus 5, you know, and then one of this team dies, they would be one man down. But if they have this Aegis, this nigger comes back and he can kill the other team because he's got full HP and full mana. It is an incredibly important item. It's incredibly strong. Anyway, that's all you need to know about the map. Remember, the lanes, top, middle, bottom, jungles, secret shops, outposts. Don't forget you can buy TP in these outposts. That's important. You have, of course, your own base and the enemy's base. And then the river with the rune spawns every 2 minutes. It is worth noting that creeps spawn in the lanes every minute, starting at 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. There will be creeps walking down here, and off the opposite side, of course, as well. I will go over that in more detail in the next lesson. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something.